October 1st, my first solo of the year, and it's about 7:40 right now, and I can finally do my opening interview, because as I was standing up to try to do the opening interview, there was a little 2-year-old buck just on the north side of this plot, and he followed the rules. He read the textbook, and he came in right on this plot. Spent probably 25 or 30 minutes just milling around in here. He hit the watering hole, and then he was just gnawing on this wooden block that we had the mineral lick on, and he sat there for 10 or 15 minutes just gnawing on that, and then finally did exactly what we wanted to do. He moved south and then used the trail that we made, and straight back to the apples, and then back into the bedding area that we put in, that we hinge cut this year. So now all we need is just a bigger buck to do that, and or does. But definitely did not expect that. My first year of October was a pretty good looking 2-year-old buck. He's gonna be a nice buck here in 1 or 2 years. But that's pretty exciting. Probably just sit this out until I just get rained out, or it just gets a little bit too late for movement. But he was on his feet in perfect daylight. I could have shot him at any point. So it was pretty exciting. I'm just gonna wait it out, see if a bigger buck comes in, or doe moves into the plot, and I'll take a shot at her. What makes this spot so good is that it's just a super secluded clover plot that we put in directly adjacent to this about 2 acres of bedding. And these deer coming out from their main forage, and at night they're still comfortable sticking around, well into daylight, because their bedding is just maximum 60 yards away. So like what that buck did, he came in from feeding, I would assume, and he was milling around here just comfortable as he could be, because all around him is just super thick cover, and I'm blowing straight away from him, so he had no clue I was here. He's got, the main bedding is south of him and just right where he moved into, so I'm assuming he bedded straight down there, which is what we wanted. I'm sure there's more deer that make their way down into there, but definitely just a really good spot to have. It's still in this early season time where these deer are still obviously still just focused on feeding, and you have to try to catch them during daylight when the weather just doesn't always cooperate. Like this morning, I think it's supposed to storm today, and the pressure's not doing anything special. The temperature's there's really no change of what it has been in the past week. But I think that deer he was comfortable enough to move through here still in daylight, because he doesn't really have any threat around him, because he knows it's just completely covered. He can see anything around him coming in. He was comfortable enough to move through, and that's what made that encounter possible this morning. So we're hoping that happens as October progresses. More deer will start to show up, and when you put this spot, when you mix it with rising pressure, dropping temperatures, and all the good stuff, I think it's really going to produce later in the season, because it's really going to give deer a reason to come through here. So I'm looking forward to hunting this spot later in the season. It should be a really killer spot later in the year.